Okay, I think everything is as it was before. Welcome back, my friends. Sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I guess I was running too many things at once. Downloading those Lego instructions, it was too much. It killed my internet. And when my internet dies, OBS freezes up, and then I have to restart my whole laptop. It's a whole mess. But thank you for putting up with my bumbling. And thank you for the bits hooked on pot. Thank you very much. 100 bits. Thank you. Much appreciated. So we're gonna get back to it. We're not gonna let a little technical difficulties ruin our Lego fun times. He said, feigning confidence. So after you get your QR code scanned, then you get a little thing like this, and you hit start building. And there we are. We get our instructions, everything laid out for us nice and neat. But I'm going to need this space toward me to be able to read it while we're working here. Paper towel. What I got a paper towel on my way for? Don't need this anymore. So there's lots of these little bags, and they've all got numbers on them, and we've got 12 bags to get through. And some of them barely have anything in them, and then some of them have like tons and tons of pieces. So I've got 9, 10, 11. I'm looking for 1, of course. 7, 6, 8. There are, yeah, I believe there are 12 bags in this set. 5, 2. Wouldn't you know it's going to be the last one I find. 3, 4. It was. The bag number 1 was literally the last one in the bunch. I'm going to put them down kind of in order. Sorry if this, I don't know how this, I know the crinkling is picking up on the mic. I hope I'm not blowing your ears out. I think I was wrong. I think there are 11 bags. Yeah, there are 11 bags. The instructions just confirmed. So first things first, bag number 1. Methinks you opened the wrong side of the box. You got me, cows. It was all my fault. I try and obscure your view as little as possible as we get rolling. So I think we're going to build a dry bones here is the first thing. So we've got his cute little sort of, I'm going to try and hold some of the pieces up. Well, it's so bright. Maybe if I move that lamp a little bit. I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Well, I'm going to do my best to try and show pieces off to you, but with the lighting being what it is, and being so far away from the camera, it might not go super well. So we got a feet block, and we just start building up. Piece in the back. piece in the front. It's gonna be an awfully blocky dry bones. Got here these pieces with holes in them so that we can probably put his arms through here. And a stomach plate. It's weird, this stomach plate piece, like it goes here, but there are only two. Like normally you'd think it would go where there are 4 pegs, but it's gonna go somewhere there's only 2 pegs to hold it on. That's why didn't they should have made the blocks different. They didn't make them right. Mario is kinda a regular fellow, rectangular fellow too. I think these sets are just blocky in general. Imagine that. Imagine a Lego set with blocky characters. Okay. Yep, I was right. We're gonna put the arms in. And it can, you know, pivot like all good arms do. What's a Lego figure without the ability to raise the roof, right? Piece goes on the back with a flat piece on top to make it the right height. And, oh, interesting. We've got some blue. All right, let's stop raising the roof for a moment. And hey, we got a raid. Zinshan, welcome to the stream. Excellent time to raid. We just had a horrible internet crash that we just recovered from. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome to your friends. Probably stuck behind an ad at the moment. Oh, look at this. It's one of those things that lets you pry bricks off. So we can take things apart. That's good. That's good because once you've stuck them together and the Legos and the bricks are holding on to each other, it's very difficult to make them let go. I botched that. Hello, Zinshan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks again for the raid. And what you building? We are building Bowser's Castle. It's a 1,000 piece set, and I just started. We're building the first object in the set. It's a dry bones. We've got this much of them done. Again, my apologies for kind of the blown out lighting. It's either too dark or it's always too dark or too bright around here. So hopefully you can see it kind of okay. Maybe if I move this lamp a little more. Oh no, I can't. I've moved it as much as I can. Okay, I feel like it's just getting darker and darker now. But welcome in. What were you playing? What were you playing? It says retro. Okay, I'm staring at these instructions and I'm feeling confused. I think it goes like this. Yeah. Oh, we're putting his beak together. There we go. I thought these dots here on the top were eyes, but they're not. They're like nostrils or something. Okay, flat piece on top. Got a slanted piece to go behind that. And imagine I put his eyes on next. Nope, I was wrong. Oh no, I was just talking about how this circle piece is over 2 prongs when I thought it should be over 4. We have to put these circles on the side where there's only one. There's only one peg. That's not very well held on at all, and it doesn't even cover up the blue. I don't know about this dry bones. He's looking okay, but he's also looking a little sloppy. Dark Cloud 2. It was originally on PlayStation 2, so I guess that's retro now. No. I will never accept the PS2 as retro. Okay, and the shell is supposed to go on his back, and the way that's obvious to put it on doesn't work, so... Ooh, I don't think I like this. Is this really how it goes on? Alright, so the shell is made, like, with this little, like... There are these pieces that stick up on the sides, and I would figure that those wrap around his body. Like, we're supposed to put these pegs down into the sunken in part, but these circle pieces get in the way of that, so... Unless I've done something wrong here. Oh, maybe this doesn't go like I thought. Oh! Hang on, I think I'm dumb. I am. These don't go where I thought. They don't go off of the peg. They go exactly onto it. They do cover up the blue. I have to eat all of my words now. Okay, and the shell goes on like that. Perfect. We've got him built. And he gets a barcode on the back, so he'll be interactable. Mario will be able to jump on him. And that's it. That's complete. We got a little dry bones. And, you know, would you know it, I'm not as smart as the designers over at LEGO. They got me beat. There were no extra pieces. There were no bonus pieces in this pack. Same low, but it's so old now. It's just because what we need for games, what we need for games are different terms that encompass sort of wider areas. Because as it is now, like all we can do is say generation, 1, 2, 3, generation X, whatever generation, or we can say, a game is modern or retro. And that's it. That's all we have for classifying eras of games. Well, we need our terms like what they have in art and literature. So we can say, Victorian, modernist, postmodernist. Like, we can have all these different terms to classify wider groups. Because see, I use the term retro the same way that a literature professor would use the term Victorian. And so for me, retro is like from the very first video game up to the year 2000. It's not a shifting scale. It's just that block of gaming. And then like you would probably put, what we have now until probably from the year 2000 up until VR becomes the norm for gaming will probably be an era, and then from VR forward will be a new era, and like we'll get these sort of like chunks like you have in other arts. Retro, Y2K, modern. I even like that better. But I don't like just dividing games into two categories, retro and modern, and just everything that's older than modern is retro. Because the term eventually becomes meaningless if you just keep sliding and adding everything to retro. Then the term retro will have no meaning anymore. It will just become synonymous with video games. Because at some point we're going to be on the PlayStation 29 and it'll be like, well, PlayStation 28's retro now, I guess. And like, 99% of all video games ever created are now retro. uh th- thanks for tuning into my rambling. I'm not even building Legos now. I'm just yelling at the sky like a crazy person. Oh. He's cute. I like him. I like him. He's better than I was expecting. I really like the dry bones. I think he came out well. Lego had a plan. You just have to believe. Yeah. I agree. Put like the PlayStation 2 era. Yeah. I'm sure there will be chunks that come out as time goes by. Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is retro now. What did Grand Theft Auto 5 first come out on? I don't know what console. Was it PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4? So bag 2 has a bag within a bag. I think I should probably keep the piles separated, at least at first. I like these blocks. Let me grab all of them that look like this. They look... Whoa, no. Oh, no, I'm mixing the bags. I immediately ignored my own rule. I like these, like, translucent orange blocks. They're very appealing. They look nice. I'm not really a big fan of the color orange, but sometimes it just looks right. Sometimes it looks good. PS3? Alright, well there you go. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is retro now. I've heard people, I disagree with them, but I've heard them say PS3's retro. So, yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5's retro gaming. Put that on in the retro category. Oh, okay, so immediately, I don't know why they put these pieces in one bag and these in another bag. The very first move is to mix the pieces together, because I got to use this block here and this block here. So why they had to be kept in separate bags, I don't understand. And I'm not even entirely sure what we're making. It looks like we're making just sort of random castle bits from this bag. So it's not really going to come together as one unified thing here. We're just making progress toward something kind of random. Okay, but we're making one of those. We're making a fireball enemy here. So he's got a cute little face plate with just his eyes on it. Mixing the bags, how could you? Obviously you wouldn't like orange. It's the opposite of purple. I'll tell you what, I really like orange around Halloween time. You come ask me how I feel about orange in October, and I'll have a very different opinion. Okay, putting a panel on the back. This enemy is also interactable. It's got one of those barcode panels, so Mario's going to be able to jump on it. What world is this where Mario is able to jump on fireballs? I don't know. The Lego Mario universe. There are just no rules. in the instructions, it's very difficult to tell the opaque orange blocks from the clear orange blocks. They all look the same in the instructions. There's a subtle difference, but I'm still having a hard time. So we're just making them kind of orange here to suggest flames. I would consider it most PS2 retro, but it does get a wider audience in the category for sure for more niche titles. It's actually a quality control thing at the Lego factory. They put the tiny pieces in one bag with a much finer tuned scale. They dispense pieces by weight. I was sure that there was a reason for it, but that does make sense. That does make sense, cows. You love orange. My guitar is supposedly orange. My electric guitar. I'm an acoustic guitar player mostly, but I do own an electric guitar, and it is supposedly orange. It's like a transparent color, so you can see the wood grain through, and it's called sunset orange. But it looks red to me. And we're putting these little spikes on the top of the like retro in big air quotation marks. Yeah, it's really hard for me to think that anything like from the Dreamcast onward is retro. Like I cannot. Once disc based once games like became big enough that they all have to be on discs. And I know the PlayStation is still retro, but it was competing with cartridge based games. But like I don't know, just a lot of the philosophy changed, or even like when internet connectivity became the norm and games were no longer had to be finished at release. I cannot. It's very difficult for me to accept that there will ever be a time 100 years from now when Super Mario Brothers and Cyberpunk are both in the retro category. All right, so we built our little fireball friend, or enemy rather, and he's looking pretty good. Maybe a tour of him. I'm liking him a lot. Next, we're gonna build just a platform or something, like a lava platform. It looks like. Fun facts brought to you by things I learned by going to Legoland. You've been to Legoland. That sounds like a lot of fun. Music stream soon. No, I'm not gonna do. I can't do a music stream. I don't write any original music for one, and I'd be terrified to play a cover of a song on Twitch with all the emails we get about them changing the rules all the time and copyright stuff, getting people in trouble. I'd be horrified to play a cover of a song on Twitch. I don't know how music streamers do it. They're much braver than I am. I feel like it would be my final stream. maybe I'll post an unlisted video on YouTube sometime and share the maybe I'll share a link in the Discord if people are really curious. But I'm not a stellar musician. I'm a very casual hobbyist musician. I don't really understand what we've built here. I think I'm missing something. This says don't put the Legos in your eye. Like, what is... I don't know if this is a terrible way to try and show something on stream. Look at that little symbol there. The Lego man with something in his eye. What does that even mean? Don't poke yourself in the eye. Like, I thought it was because it looks like this is going to be like a catapult. Like, 'cause, see, if I hold it like this, I can flick it and it'll like launch something. So you would think that it's telling you like, oh, don't put a brick on here and, like, you know, flip it into your brother's eye. But we're going to put it on this platform and it's not going to move anymore because the blocks are all level, so they're all going to be stuck. See, once it's on the platform, it doesn't move anymore. I mean, I guess if I push real hard, it does. Oh, maybe... Oh, okay. I take it back. It is a catapult. It is a catapult. And it's a good one, too. Lego... Again, I need to stop questioning Lego. They know what they're doing, I don't. Alright, so we made a little catapult. Great. The original Duke Nukem could be considered retro. Well, yeah, the original Duke Nukem's like an old side-scroller, right? It's a DOS game. Of course it's retro. It was tons of fun. If you really like Lego, or a small kiddo, it's a great time. Discord stream. I think that means it's a projectile. Don't look directly at it. Beware. Looking directly at Lego blocks has been known to cause damage. All the sharp corners. Oh my goodness, we're building something big now. We got a lot of work ahead of us here. Can you believe that I thought that I suggested that I might be finished with this before 3 a.m. What madness overtook me to make me say something so foolish? Here we are going to kind of be moving right along, though, because this piece here is looking pretty straightforward. We're just making like a castle wall kind of thing. I want to turn it towards you as I'm building, but then I have to mentally flip the directions, and I don't know if I have the processing power for that. Same with Commander King and Supaplex. Now, I've heard of Commander King before. I've never even heard of Supaplex. I've never played Commander King. I used to play the Duke Nukem side-scrollers, the DOS games. Sometimes I would have to hang out with my dad when he was at work when I was a kid. And to keep me occupied, he would set me up on a computer with with Duke Nukem. I was terrible at it. I was too young to figure it out, but I played it anyway. Or I tried to play it. Alright, that's what we've made. We've made like a piece of castle wall. It's kind of neat. Kind of brick pattern there. And now it tells me to rewind the directions and make a second one. So here we go. Second verse, same as the first. Kind of surprised this second one isn't a mirror image of the first one, but as has been well established, I shouldn't be asking questions. You should play Keen. They have it on the Switch. You played Keen, Doom, Heretic, Superplex, and Wolf 3D when you were little. And occasionally Jazz Jackrabbit. Yeah, so I started off with Commodore games. I quickly moved to Atari 2600 and then to NES. And so, like, when I think of, like, games from my childhood, it's actually mostly Commodore and NES. I guess we only had the Atari briefly because I don't really even remember what games I had on Atari. So we must have only had the Atari for a very short period of time. Or we didn't have anything good on it because I can't think of a single Atari game that we owned. And there we go. Now we've got two little walls built. Turn it all the way around for you. Let you take the tour. And I'll stack them up. And we've got something else to build here too. Looks like I mean, at a glance, it looks like an altar with flames on either side. So maybe that's what we're building. A whole lot louder and a whole lot worse. I played on my mom's Atari, but I played Sega Genesis first, then NES, PS1, MS-DOS, and 64, and moved up from there. I love playing older games, though. Just seeing how video games have changed is super cool. Oh, okay. Same as the first, but a whole lot louder. I got you. It was so long between me saying that and me seeing the comment that my brain had cleared its cache, and so I had no point of reference anymore. Okay, and I mean, look here. I think I know where this is going. I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead. Yep. Yeah, so see, look, we've got this platform, and we're gonna put these fires. coming out here. It's looking like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom or something like that. A little bit more decorations to go on top. Oh, and that's it. So look at this. Look at our extra pieces here. We've got a couple sort of flat pieces. Now, from what I learned from the last set is when we get the extra flat pieces, they're not really extra pieces. They're made to be in here to help us connect the different things. So, like, you know, because they usually have notches in the bottom. So we could connect like this to the platform piece. It's like to lay out our path for Mario to run along. So these aren't really extra pieces. They're just they're connector pieces. But these are extra pieces. Look at this. They didn't mean to include these, but they did. And now we've got them. 2 bonus pieces. I love it. I'll just keep them off to the side and see how big our collection of bonus pieces gets. Alright, we're on the bag 3. Bag 3 is a huge bag. We're gonna make, it looks like we're making 4 like turrets, like tall, like towers of the castle. We are a little cheated here though, because the majority of them are these like giant blocks right here. So the big towers we're gonna build, we're not really building the towers so much as we're decorating the towers. Crossbeam holds it all together. There we go. It's looking pretty good so far. What? Oh. I've got my laundry machine running because one of my new cats mistook a pillow for its litter box. So I've got some cleaning to take care of. Oops. Unfortunately, this is like the third or fourth time that she's done a similar accident like this. We've had this problem now with a blanket and then a sleeping bag and now a pillow. So if this keeps up, your old pal Frownie's not gonna have anywhere to sleep. Oh, cool. I like this. So we got the tower built, but we're going to add to the front of it here a couple blocks that are supposed to simulate lava pouring out, I believe, is what the effect we're going for here. So that's kind of nifty. And this, I think this is the finished product of the tower here. And we're going to duplicate this. It doesn't actually tell you to rewind the instructions. I wish they had. I think they should have communicated that more clearly for people. Like I am clever enough. I can figure it out, but I think they just got lucky with me. They shouldn't assume that that's the norm. The cat will become the bed. The cat, she is very standoffish. She doesn't really like to be pet. She won't climb up in like your lap. She doesn't like to be picked up. She really dislikes being picked up. She will, like, when I'm sleeping, she will come and lay down on the bed. Like, quote unquote, with me. But she doesn't want to get too close either. So, she's a very timid cat. But we'll see. She'll probably warm up more to me over time. I'm not particularly worried. I am worried about all the cleaning she's making me do, but oh well. That's what it's like to have a cat sometimes. You just have to be careful where I store my bedding. So far she's only done this to items that have been on the floor. So I'm hopeful that if I just manage to keep things neat enough that this will not continue to occur. Right, tower number 2. We've got a pair of them. Kind of cute, though. I don't know about kind of cute. Oh, what's this saying? Gotta head off to sleep now. I passed my test today, so I'm super drained from all the stress. Oh, I feel for you, Zinchan, but congratulations. Congratulations. I'm glad you have good news to report regarding the test. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks again for the raid. Always appreciated, my friend. And sleep well. Get that well-deserved rest. You can come back stronger and better than ever. So now we're building, well, just another set of towers. They're slightly different from the ones that we just built, though. So hold on to your hats. Oh my. We have to set this piece down and then work on a completely separate piece for a moment here. It's got a very complicated decorative item. Sort of a brick with a protruding spike. I've got to build a lot of them. I'm going to throw caution to the wind. It says we need to build 3 of them, but I know that we're going to build 2 towers, so really we need 6. And I'm going to throw caution to the wind, and I'm going to build all 6 of them right away. I don't think we're going to get any extra pieces out of this bag. All right, now these go all around the tower naturally. Where else would you put spikes? What? We're putting a platform on the top that's kind of trivializing the spikes we just put on. It almost covers them up. Looks rather handsome, though. These are interesting. These sort of slope blocks like this. I don't know if I've seen a Lego block exactly like this before. That kind of slopes toward 3 different directions. It makes, when you put 4 of them together, it makes basically the exact same thing as the dry bone shell. It kind of looks like a witch's hat, like a green witch's hat. And there we go. That's what we get. Another tower accomplished. I'll try and throw the next one together somewhat quickly. And we'll be moving right along. See, I saved us all that time by making these spike blocks on round 1. I could speedrun Legos. See, I've already got strategies for it. Oh, the flags are actually printed backward, so they can blow in opposite directions and both face forward. That's interesting. Yeah, they're actually made as mirrors of each other because they're not the same. Oh no, they're not. I'm wrong. They're a duplicate of each other. They're the exact same piece. This makes more sense anyway, right? Because if the wind was blowing the flags aren't going to blow in opposite directions. It's the same wind is going to be blowing them, so they need to be in the same direction. Castle intensifies. It does. It does. Look at all the castle pieces we've got now. We've got 4 whole towers. We've got 4 towers and 2 walls. It's almost everything you need for a whole castle. No extra pieces, not a single one. Maybe that makes me greedy, but I like getting the extra pieces. Alright, so we'll move on to next bag, right? Bag number 4. It's another tower, but it's like a wide centerpiece. It's got some more interesting things going on. It actually seems, well, I mean, I'd say it seems to have fewer pieces in the bag, but I guess it is just one object instead of 4. Platform to start. Weird. Look at this piece. This piece, it's rounded. Usually, like you see this kind of piece, and it's rectangular, but this one's got rounded edges. I wonder why that is. We've got these kind of door pieces here. But they both go side by side. It's weird. They made 2 of this piece instead of just one thick one. But they just go like this. They could have just made 1 thick piece. I feel like I'm playing Minecraft now. I got bricks, and look, I built a portal to the Nether. It does look very Nether-esque. like these arches. They fewer things scream castle more than a good arch. Okay, got a couple cylinder pieces going on here. A lot of just stacking. It's kind of monochrome here. A lot of black on black. Oh, okay. Interesting. So, how does this go on? I gotta count. I gotta count the rows here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Means this piece goes here, and this here. Oh, oh, they're different. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Everything's fine. I didn't mess it up. Castle intensifies even more. My confusion intensifies too. Not a single, again, not a single bonus piece. There we are. All right. And so this like got a platform here that I guess is just supposed to barely kind of rock back and forth because that's what it does. But it's a, you know, it's a big chunky castle piece. I kind of like it. It's got the lava coming out again. Very menacing. And just like that, we're on to bag 5. Bag 5 is looking very similar to bag 4. We're making kind of another one of these, it looks like. But with a little something else going on. Which I think you're going to like, my friends. We got another character on the way. Oh my goodness, and we've got some complex machinery in this one. I'm seeing there's a lot of gear pieces. My area here is becoming so cluttered already. Alright, so a lot of this is going to be sort of reduplicating what we just did, so I'll try and do those parts a little, this first part a little more quickly. Oh, well, it's not really that similar. Oh yeah. Oh man. Oh, this is complicated already. So this is neat. These like round pieces. Usually these seem decorative, but these have holes in them because they're part of the machinery. I don't know that I've seen them like this before. Okay, and now we gotta actually build part of the machine. What pieces do I need? Okay, we've got like a red sleeve and a yellow axle that go together. Kind of a spacer piece and a cog. So I think this is it. And this goes into here, so something's going to be spinning. Probably something else going right next to it here in just a moment. Nope. Not quite yet. Alright, so now we put this piece aside and we work on a side project for a little while, it says. Oh man, I don't even know what I'm making. I just know it involves some very strange looking pieces. Like, look at this. Have you ever seen a piece like this? It looks like a frog's eyes poking up over the water or something. And I got another one that's just like it, except it's got teeth around the sides. And they fit. They fit into each other, but they spin separately. You weren't even able to see that. I'm sorry. I don't know where anything is. So yeah, you spin the top part, or you can spin the gray part. I can't tell where the camera is. I'm a mess. Alright. And we've got all kinds. This is just all kinds of pieces I've never seen before. Got a brick with arms coming off of it. We're going to feed an axle through to sort of sew them together. This is very complex machinery I'm working with here. Alright. And it looks like a little character now. Like, it looks like legs, and it looks like something with legs and eyes. And like it can dance. And look around. They can look all the way around. Oh. Okay, so now we're feeding a piece through the top here. If those parts I was talking about were eyes, I just stuck sticks through them. That's kind of unpleasant. I have no idea what this machine is supposed to do. It moves and twists and bends in so many different ways. Really? Okay. So we put our two works together. Somehow. It's kind of difficult to get everything lined up because the piece is so floppy. Okay, we got like a gray axle going in now. I am really just at a loss as for what this is supposed to do. Okay, building some kind of barrel to go on top. Based on the picture, I think more of this gray piece is supposed to be protruding. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, we'll adventure on and see what happens. But I think I may have done something wrong somewhere along the way. I know that's what you want to hear. Okay. Axle with a spacer. And we want to put a cog on each side. And put them right together. I think we actually need the gray piece coming out a little bit here too, so that it can sit and line up with this. Alright, I think that might be how to do it. So we've got gears that move the stuff inside around, but I really just have no idea why it's so complicated. Most of the moving parts don't even move anymore. They're just locked into place by other parts, so I don't understand. I don't understand why we've built this the way we have. It seems very needlessly complicated. All right, now we're gonna make kind of a boomerang piece. Again, we're told to put the big piece away and work on a side project for a while. I don't think I've ever seen a piece like this either. It's like one of those flat capper pieces that you get sometimes, but it's curved. Like, I've seen these as rectangles all the time, or circles, but never a curve like this. The little orange taker aparter has a little bit of rod on it you can use to push it back out if it ends up being too short. It does! Huh. So I had one of these Lego taker aparters when I was a kid. Mine was gray. It did not have the axle piece on it. It was bigger than this too. This is awfully tiny. Maybe it was the same size, and I just thought it was bigger because I was a kid. Maybe now this looks so small to me because I'm a grown-up. But I think it was bigger than this. It feels like a pretty dubious statement right now that I'm a grown-up. Press X to doubt. Okay, we made a... It's a handlebars, like for a bicycle. Or like a party spinner. Okay, and it actually goes here. Interesting. So it kind of hugs the thing that we just built. Alright, so as much as I really like the sort of mechanical like things that we're building, but yeah, again, it's just, it feels like it's just complicated for the sake of being complicated. I think we could have gotten the, I think we could have covered the same ground with fewer pieces, but we would have had less fun. So Lego did the right thing. We're just kind of making everything smooth on top here. Oops. All right, we're still going. We're still going. This is a very complicated contraption we've got here. But we're finally getting to the meat of it here. Like, this is, spinning this is going to be what makes all the action happen. These the wings don't feel very secure here. I hope we're gonna do something about that. And we are. That's what this ring piece is for. This will secure our wings. They thought of everything. And we get to smooth this off as well. We got a little lava pour situation happening again. Wonderful. And I think this is it for this part of the structure. We got it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for a spinning platform. Okay, and now on to something different for a while. What? As usual, I'm completely perplexed. I think I've done something wrong. I don't know how, but I think I have. Okay. Okay. I think I figured it out. There we go. That looks a little bit more like the picture. This something the axle wasn't lining up right. I don't know what I was doing. Oh my. Sorry I missed you. Hey, Colossus, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Sorry you dropped in. I was completely perplexed. I didn't know what I was doing. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in and welcome to your friends. We are just hanging around building some Legos. We're making a Bowser's Castle is what we're doing. And it's just kind of a slow, sort of laid back, chill out kind of time we're having. I got some Mario Party music playing on loop. And we're just making it happen. Hello, Stack Cat, and welcome to the stream. Welcome in, Krob. Welcome in, Doug. Just did it. Right on. I'm glad to have you. I'm glad to have you here. Sorry for the kind of dodgy camera and lighting situation, but hopefully you can see just fine. We've just finished building this what I feel is probably the centerpiece of the castle. It's this nice little sort of thick tower we've got. It's got a ton of gears inside of it, but all they do is spin the top, so it's kind of weird. It was like we built a lot of machinery, and it just and all it does is spin the top around. It doesn't do a whole lot. But I mean, that's fine. We had fun building it. That's the whole point, right? And looks like we're going to put together another character. We've put together so far a Dry Bones, who's rather handsome. And we've got a little fireball enemy as well. It says you were just chatting. Were there any games tonight, or was it that? Was it just hanging out on stream? I put that piece on backward, didn't I? I did. So it's coming together. I'm pretty sure you can tell what character this is already. He's looking pretty good. Oh, I don't like how this piece goes on. Really? Oh, well. Oh, okay, never mind. It's fine. I was worried, I was worried that the pieces, like we were building 2 layers here, and I was worried that the layers weren't overlapping each other to hold each other together, but I was wrong. They're coming together just fine. Alright, I think that's it. I think this is how, this is how we build a boo. I guess this is supposed to be a tail. Oh no, he's gonna attach. He's gonna attach over here. So I think he goes on like that. So he can so he moves around. And this is why the machinery, well, part of why the machinery is so complicated, because I think, yeah, the boo turns at a different rate than the platform that he's over. Nice. I can't spin it very smoothly. All right. That's a good piece. And look at this. Speaking of good pieces, I've got 5 bonus pieces from this bag. That kind of makes up for all the other ones not having any bonus pieces. We're up to 7 bonus pieces now. That or I've built things wrong 7 times. Hey, thank you for the trophy. All right. So the thing is, we've been doing this for a really long time. Our work has not even begun. The next step is telling me, oh my, we're gonna be using the next 5 bags to build one structure. Bags 6, 7, 8, and 9 all go together to form the main body of the castle. Like I think I need to clear the stuff we've already built away just to have room for what's about to happen. It's gonna get, like Cows, you were saying castle intensifies. This castle's gonna get real intense. I'm gonna get some of these things out of the way. I think I'll try and leave this because it's just nice to stare at. Leave it over there. All right, so strap in. This is where all the magic's gonna happen. The next 5 bags, all together. This is a lot of axles. This is a lot. This whole pile is almost axles. I mean, I know there's some bricks, but there's like 15 axles here. Alright, so we're building sort of the foundation of the castle here from this bag. This is, I think, the part that everything else, well, it's going to be built upon, of course, but this is going to be like the skeleton of the castle, it looks like. I love how they made so many pieces like this, like it's got the notch out of it here, so that it can go here on 2 levels and kind of sandwich these pieces together. I love how they started making a lot of pieces like that, because then it like gives the structure a lot more integrity. I don't remember the Lego sets I had as a kid doing this so much. Okay, just set that aside for a moment. And got a separate piece to work on. Already we're going to get to use some of these axles, and what a weird piece is this coming up. These axles like really protrude. They're not, the center of the axle isn't the center. It goes into the brick, and there's more than half of it coming out the other side. Oh, and they don't really turn. So like while they're axles, they're really not. They're just meant for binding pieces, it seems like. And look at this weird piece. I've never seen anything like it. Okay, so we probably have to duplicate this on the other side, would be my guess. Almost. So. Okay, and... Oh, okay. So it's gonna go here. Stack Cat, thank you for the magic beans. We'll do it. The thing is, I can't really eat it on camera. I can't switch my camera around. So I mean, are you sure you want me to eat a magic bean when you can't see my face? Well, hang on. I take that back. I can put my face on camera. I can maybe switch the cameras. Let me give it a try. That's what I'll do. I'm going to use my laptop camera, so it's going to be bad picture. I guess it's usually bad picture around here. I guess what I should have said is it's going to be worse picture. Okay, let me grab a bean. Exactly, barely functioning the Agent Frownie way. That's how I do things. That's how we get things done, just barely. I've already crashed the stream once tonight. I shook my beans too hard when them fell out. Get them mixed over here. All right, here we go. It's kind of a... Ooh. I don't know. It's kind of a tan color. It's very, cloudy. I don't know what it... Like, nothing's even really coming to my mind as for what this flavor could be. Butterscotch? Maybe. I don't know if there is a butterscotch bean. Oh man, I sure hope for it. I hated butterscotch candies when I was a kid. I thought they were disgusting, and as an adult though, I kind of like butterscotch. A sand flavor would be pretty nasty. They could make a sand. They make dirt, so why not sand? I hate sand. I hate sand. That's why I'm not a fan. I don't like the desert. I don't like the beach. I don't like sand. It's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere. That's why Anakin is my favorite character in the Star Wars universe, because he gets it. Are you Anakin Skywalker? That's what I was getting at. You got me. All right. Hey, this is a great bean. This is a toasted marshmallow bean. Oh, it's beautiful. It's one of my favorites. I love the toasted marshmallow bean. It has such a strong vanilla flavor to it, and I love vanilla. I like those little fruit flavored Tootsie Rolls. I like the vanilla ones. Your last two were cursed. There was a string of time where I had like all I was getting was bad beans all the time. I had a stretch of like 20 bad beans in a row. The vanilla Tootsie Roll is so strong. It is. That's why I like it so much. I love a vanilla flavor that's like so strong it'll bowl you over. That's my kind of vanilla. All right, we'll get back over to the bricks. You don't think you've ever had a vanilla one? You're missing out. They come in a blue wrapper. Okay, we got this gray beam going all the way across. Very nice. Had the chocolate and the colored ones, but not vanilla. You've only had the fruit. I think you can buy bags of just the vanilla one. They're kind of hard to find, but I believe I've had one. I believe I've had a bag of just vanilla before. So we're just kind of, like I said, we're just kind of building sort of foundational structure here. Oh. I dropped that piece and it seemed like it dematerialized. Sometimes I turn the page. I turn the page in the instructions, and it takes me a surprisingly long time to see what's different on the on the on the new image. Just stare at it, scratching my head. I kind of like this piece. Now this is weird because it's like a sloped piece, but it's got a very like curved sort of slope to it. It looks like I don't even know. It's got these sort of curves to it. It's kind of like a piece we were looking at earlier, but less angular. Oops. Oh no, what did I do? We're on page 76, by the way. That's how long we've been at it. Got a lot of sort of planks and arches here. I got a reverse to the image there. I always thought those fun pieces looked like frog faces. Hello, hello, the Red Queen Bee. Welcome to the stream. Legos, yeah. We're making a giant Lego set. We're building the Bowser's Castle Mario Legos. We've been doing it for like an hour and a half or something like that, and we're almost halfway through. It's 1,000 pieces. It's a gigantic set, but we're working on it. Doug, thank you for the follow. Doug M NYC, much appreciated. Thank you. I don't do. I've done one Lego stream before. This is not regular business for me. Normally it's just playing games, but I had the sets. I had to find a way to make time to build them. I thought, why not, why not do it on stream and some other people could hang out with me and we could all have some fun together. So that's what we're doing. That's kind of a laid-back sort of energy we're going for. Okay, we got a lot more arches attached now. Okay, oh, and we're going to set this piece aside for a moment, and we're going to work on something similar, but sort of a different part of the structure. I have a giant bin of Legos, right on. I still have a lot of my Legos from my childhood. I didn't have a lot of... I don't feel like I had a lot of big Lego playsets. I had tons of generic Lego tubs that all got mixed in one big tub. And I had a lot of like little Lego playsets. All the pieces of which got mixed and matched into all kinds of things. Like I'd get a small Lego kit of some sort, and I'd build the thing according to the instructions, and I'd enjoy it for like, a couple days. And then I'd take it apart completely and throw the pieces in with the rest, and everything would cross-pollinate, and I would just build. I was never super creative. My favorite thing to build was little, like, vehicles. Like, little, like spaceships, like little fighter ships and stuff like that. Like, inspired by, like, the X-Wing and things, I guess. And, like battle tanks. I like to make little vehicles. That was probably the most creative I got. Was building those kind of things. Didn't play enough Spot the Difference games as a kid. That's what you say. That's your that's how you explain my inability to read instructions, I see. I get it. Hello again. 10 pounds of them. Yeah, I'm not sure how hefty my Lego collection is. I just know it was in a giant tub, like a big laundry tub. Sometimes it comes out at parties. I bet you throw awesome parties, Doug. I do Quake mapping now. Legos basically got me into it. Mapping is Legos on hard mode. Lego cars and spaceships are the best. Right on. That's how I feel. Me and my brother would make Lego mechs and give them mechs and have them duke it out. Give them stats and have them duke it out. Awesome. Have fun. Got to catch a train. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Queen Bee. I appreciate you dropping in on us. And I hope I'll catch you again. Spaceships. Benny from the Lego Movie would be proud. I was always more of like a fantasy nerd than a sci-fi nerd, but for whatever reason, like Legos always seemed more sci-fi to me, and they lent more toward like space and tech type creations. So they brought that rare side out of me. The structure's becoming large and unwieldy. That makes sense. Legos are super modular, and it feels kind of space agey. One of my favorite things, I wish I had a photo of it to share, was I built a small replica of Number Johnny 5 from Short Circuit, and it was kind of my own take on Number 5 from the pieces I had. But I thought it got pretty close, and it looked really good. That's one Lego creation that, like, I know I ended up taking it apart at some point, but that's one that survived for a very long time. I was very hesitant to take it apart. And I'm sure I got photos of it somewhere. If I ever find them, I'll post them up in the Discord, because it's the thing I think I was at my most creative, copying something from a movie. Creativity is copying on hard mode. I like it. Replica work takes a lot of creativity. Thank you. You're making me feel better about my copyright infringement. Someone, I don't remember who it was. Someone told us that they used Legos to design D&D maps. I thought that sounds like an excellent use of Lego. I'm sure that would revolutionize. Like, if I played D&D, I'm sure that would revolutionize my D&D play. I've only played D&D once, and I disappointed the people I was playing with by being very terrible at it. They didn't tell me that in so many words, but they didn't really have to. First you copy, then you remix and collage. That's all art. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I agree with you. There's a whole subreddit for that. No such thing as being bad at D&D, just new. Well, yeah. The Dungeon Master created a character for me and given me, like, homework to, like, read, and I didn't do a very good job at reading my homework, so I didn't understand, like, my character's abilities and stuff like that. I don't know, it was just I was a big disappointment. It was pretty embarrassing. uh, and it's just I never had the time. You know, I'd probably get the hang of it if I played more than one session, I'm sure, but it takes a lot of time, and you got to have people with the same. You have to have friends who have the same amount of free time at the same time, and that's kind of tricky. Oh no. Oh no, I've done something wrong. Okay, I think I've discovered my error. It's gonna take a moment to correct this. In my defense, the gray and the black bricks look awfully similar in the manual. That's normal for starting out. Depends on how patient they were with you. They were very patient with me. They were exceedingly patient with me. It's kind of awkward to kind of awkward to get this piece in here. How does this even... There we go. Legos aren't for children. You have to be really strong to put some of these pieces together. All right, so still, it's just, you know, it doesn't look like a whole lot. It's just bones of a castle. The timing is the most difficult part, in your opinion. The dry bones of a castle. Oh, nicely done, cows. Nicely done. Legos. Yes, Recon. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're playing with Legos tonight. It's a pretty good time. Oh, once again. Oh no, I've done this correctly. I've done it correctly this time. So we're making the Super Mario Legos. We're making Bowser's Castle. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep holding stuff upside down for you guys. I inverted the camera so that wouldn't happen, and yet here we are. A couple of weeks ago, I built some smaller Mario sets on stream, and now this is the last one I've got. So we're putting it together. We've been working on it for a really long time, and we're roughly halfway through. It's 1,010 pieces. I'm not exactly rushing either, though. We're taking our time. But I wouldn't say that I normally do Legos. I'm not a Lego streamer. I'm primarily a retro gamer. But it's fun to do different things every now and then. Oh, and there we go. That concludes bag 6. Was that bag 6? I thought that was bag 5. So that's what we have. We've got the base of the castle now. And it's on to bag 7. 7 through 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 6 through 10 are all part of the main structure of the castle. So we're 1/5 of the way there. And I either did something wrong or I've got 5 extra axles. I like having extra pieces. I normally celebrate it. I'm really scared to have this many extra pieces. Oh. I'm gonna hope for the best. Multiverse Explorer, hello. Great to see you and welcome to the stream. This is awesome. Gotta sleep though. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Doug. Thanks again for the follow. And sleep well. I hope to see you again. You partake in Lego building yourself, right on. I built Legos a lot as a kid, but like I didn't get kits very often. I had some, but mostly I had sort of generic buckets of Legos. Five. That seems suspicious. Why does 5 seem suspicious? I don't get it. You do a stream yourself. Do you stream Legos? Excellent. Oh, 5 leftover axles. I'm sorry. Again, my brain can't keep up sometimes, cows, because I was confused because I was thinking of 5 bags for the castle. Yes, 5 leftover axles is exceedingly suspicious to me. I've used the word exceedingly twice in very close proximity now. I need to stop. I need to grab onto a different word. All right. So, yeah, since this is all part of the same structure, we're not building something else necessarily here. We're just adding on to what we've already got. So this is going to have like a drawbridge and some towers. This is going to be quite the thing. 4 of those, 2 of those. You mainly do Lego Star Wars builds. So, like when I was a kid, I was into Legos, and I had a subscription to Lego Magazine because it was free. And I like to read through it and see like about the upcoming sets or whatever. But like I feel like when I was a kid, they didn't do a lot of Lego sets that were actually like different media franchise IP. They were always sort of knockoffs. Like there was no Indiana Jones Legos, but they had Johnny Thunder Legos. I think that's what he was called. Who was basically Indiana Jones with a fake mustache, like to avoid copyright. They were parody and homage sets. But I kind of liked that about them, that they weren't the other things. In a way. But I gotta say, this is incredible. It was Johnny Thunder. I wasn't 100% sure, but I thought I was. Lego's gotten big into franchises lately, yeah. I like the Harry Potter Lego sets too. Some of them are pretty cool. And I always like the sort of medieval and knight Lego sets and stuff. I had very few of them, but the few that I had, I treasured dearly. Sorry, I'm working in an area of the castle that you can't really see because it's not facing toward the camera. But if I face it toward the camera, then I can't see what I'm doing. Here, but I'm basically building stuff up inside of these towers. Lately, they've been doing Star Wars for about 20 years now. Don't remind us. Don't remind us of how quickly time passes. Okay. This is kind of weird because it's an axle. Well, I guess I should have showed you the piece before I put it in. Here we are. It's an axle on one end, but it's like a doorknob on the other end. It's kind of a strange piece. I'll put a couple spacers on and platform. We might have something that spins again. It spins for now, at least. I think we're probably going to build one of these for the other side too. There's nothing holding this in. Yeah. That we gotta do the mirror image now on the other side. Dr. Kilroy and Pippin Reed. I think to your point, Cows. I don't think there were. You know, there wasn't a Friends Lego set 20 years ago, right? There's only we'll round. There's only 600 million seconds in 20 years. It's kind of this is kind of very bizarre. There are a lot of axles in this bag too, but I don't think very many, if any, are going to be left over. I'm just plugging them into some spaces on the back. Now we've got these here. Might have to put a brick across or something. I don't really know what we're going to do with them. Oh, maybe this. I don't know. This pendulum piece amuses me. That's the kind of stuff you were thinking about. No, but Lego does sets that are popular, will sell. They just released a Seinfeld set. I heard about the Seinfeld set. A springy thing, I wonder what that'll do. I have no idea. I loved Benny, you know, the Lego space guy. You love Benny as well. I don't think I know who that is. But I don't know a lot of... There's a lot of stuff I don't know, so... Oh no! I'm tearing everything apart. From the Lego Movie 2. I haven't seen the Lego Movie 2. I've only seen the Lego Movie 1. I'm missing out. Master Tuesday, welcome to the stream. I hope your internet's still working. I mean, it's working to some degree since you're here, but you could be on mobile. Alright, it's a good thing I had all these extra axles, because I need another axle, and there isn't one in this bag. So the extra axles may not be extra, they're just allocated to the wrong bag. And thank you for the magic beans, Master Tuesday. I'm gonna get right to it. Oh no, I've done something wrong again. Okay. I see what I did wrong. It's an easy fix though. So I got to take this axle out, and I got to put the piece through this way. Let's see. There's one hole on two of the sides, and there are three holes on two of the sides. And I thought, silly me, I thought one axle, one hole, right? But no, I did it all wrong. You've actually been here for a few hours just lurking in silence. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you've been here. Gotta get your lurks in, right? You gotta save up for those beans. They're not gonna buy themselves. Benny was in one as well. Is he the main character? Did I just forget what his name was? I haven't watched the Lego movie in years, like since it first came out on home video. So I'm very rusty. You're up to 22,000. Oh, that's a lot of beans. All right. So I'm eating beans on the on my dodgiest webcam. I'll give them a mix. And see what we've got. It's a dark green bean. So this is probably the best candidates for dark green are jalapeno and watermelon. Snot. There is a booger flavored bean. It's more like an electric green color though. Pickle. Oh, you know what? I don't like pickles. I'm not a fan. I used to like dill pickles every now and then. Just plain though, never on anything. But I've lost even my moderate taste for pickles. I don't really like them at all anymore. This is jalapeno. It's not hot yet, but it's getting there. I could tell. I could tell from the vegetable quality it had to it, like right away. Jalapeno bean's not too bad though. Like it's a little spicy. Don't get me wrong, but it's not too bad. It's only hot. It's only hot for a moment. It comes and it fades real quickly. All right, I'm gonna switch the camera back over. It is getting so late. We may need to divide this project into more than one night because I've been working on this for so long already. My streams usually end around 4 a.m. and it's 3:40 a.m. for me right now. So like I would normally be ending my stream in 20 minutes. I don't know if it's a good idea to try and get through 4 more bags of Legos after the one I'm still working on. Oh man, it's really good that these it's really good that bag had extra axles in it, because I need so many on this part that I don't have. From the bag I'm working on anyway. So now we've got these sort of, I don't know, support beams here on each side. I don't know what this dangling thing is supposed to be either. I don't know what we're making. It's kind of obscured in the photo. Might be a little ambitious. It might be. So I think what we'll probably do is finish up this bag, and when it tells us to switch to bag 8, that's probably where we're going to wrap things up. My apologies if that's disappointing to you, but this is a huge project. Much bigger than I thought it would have been. Right, so we're stepping away from this for a moment. We're going to build here what I believe is the bridge. I think I called it a drawbridge before, but I don't think that it has any draw abilities to it. This kind of bothers me a little bit here, that like we're gluing these two pieces together, but like this one is so much fatter than this one. Like I want them to be evenly sized. I hope there's a reason that this one is narrower. I don't think there is. Hey, we're just kind of smoothing out the bridge here. And then what's a bridge without a good railing system? Okay, and that's it. It doesn't even tell us to attach it. It's just like, all right, move on to the next thing. So we'll just set it loosely there for now. And we're gonna put something else together. I'm not even sure what this is. It's some kind of mechanical piece. It looks like for making what happen. I'm not sure. That sounded like the setup for a bad joke. What's a bridge without a good railing system? Dangerous. That's a pretty good bad joke. Oh, okay. Put this sort of spacer piece on here. I'll add the axle to the back. The axle goes under the bridge. Oh, I wonder... Maybe it is a drawbridge. I don't know. Right now it's just a spinning bridge. But I don't think it's supposed to spin in the final product. I mean, Mario platforms do a lot of crazy things, but... I don't know about that. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. Okay, we're not done with the bridge, too. We're adding some more stuff to the bottom here. You building Lego shoes? Doesn't that sound like, as much as people talk about how painful it is to step on a Lego, doesn't a Lego shoe sound like one of the most agonizing things you could wear? And welcome to the stream, Jazz Chicken. Great to have you back. We're building Bowser's castle. But I think we're only going to get halfway through it tonight. We're on bag 7 of 11. And the stream's supposed to end in about 10 minutes. So, I think we're going to make this a 2-part adventure. We'll do the other half of the Legos maybe next week. This is not where I thought this was going to go. And that piece is not correct. What? This piece is not... I turned the page. It told me to add this piece. But when I turn the page, this piece is no longer on... This piece is no longer on the thing that we built. And there's something on here that is not... What? The instructions are wrong. Did I build this on the wrong side? I did. The instructions are still wrong. I'm wrong too, but we're wrong about different things. Oh well. So the bridge is supposed to be able to flip up, it looks like. Did I break it? No, that's good. It just does that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. I mean, everything's not fine. The instructions are still wrong. For some reason, this piece here is not on in the drawing on the next page, but it's over here, like floating, not attached to anything. So I don't understand. I think my idea is I think you're supposed to be able to pull this out, and then the bridge will flip up when you pull this piece out after we do more work to the structure. That's my guess. Or maybe this will make something that lifts the bridge up. I don't know if the bridge is supposed to flip all the way up, or if it's just, maybe it's just supposed to like rock menacingly. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. What stylish torture Lego shoes would be. This is fine. While I'm on fire. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, we've got a couple more sort of decorative pieces here, it looks like. We're getting close. We're getting close to the end of this bag here. I don't have a lot of pieces left out on the table at this point. So these won't move all the way anymore. So this must not be a mechanism for flipping the bridge, because that brick kind of ruins that idea. All right, you talked about those frog pieces earlier, cows. Like I was showing you those, as I was showing you those sloped pieces. Here's a very weird variation on the slope piece. Now, this looks like a shoe. It looks like a big like clown shoe. I got a pair of them there. Perfect. I knew it. I knew it. We're gonna put a beam on the back here. These pegs that were sticking out here and here. This beam connects them. I have to say, this castle has a lot of integrity. Like, there's a lot of pieces like that go on just to hold other pieces in place. This is not a structure that they wanted to fall apart. They definitely like they wanted this castle to be able to take a beating. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have to count. I have to count pegs sometimes to figure out where things are supposed to go. And all I'm doing is adding more, I don't know, binding pieces. There's more pieces that are just there to hold other pieces in place. Okay, but this is it. We've come to the end of this bag, so it's probably about time to wrap things up. We've got I thought I lost that. Whoa. We've got 2 pieces left over, but now I'm worried now that our leftover pieces aren't extra bonus pieces, but just from the wrong bag, like those axles were. So I'm gonna leave them here piled up, but I'm gonna leave them accessible because we're probably gonna end up needing them in the future in order to do things correctly. So I was definitely way over ambitious in like how much time I thought it was going to take to get this put together. Guess I could turn it around for you and show you a few different angles. It's not very, you know, it's still mostly just bones of the castle rather than castle proper. But we do have a bridge that does movement of some kind and a couple towers. And I mean, we built, for the people who came in later, we've built all kinds of extra, like this is not where all of our work has gone tonight. We built all those characters over there, and we built walls and towers and more towers and more towers. And I mean, we built stuff like this tower here with the ghost that spins around at 2 different gear ratios. Like we've done a lot of work. But I was definitely over ambitious. I was like, 1,000 pieces, we'll get done in an hour or 2, right? What a fool I was. What a fool I was. It's starting to look like a castle a little. It's doing better. I'll switch my camera around for just a moment since now I'm just talking at you. Oops, muted myself. Pro streamer right here. So yeah, I thought I would get through more than I did, but I've got 4 bags left. I think it's better to call it here and then to have 4 bags to look forward to rather than try and rush through the second half of the castle. So we'll wrap the stream up here at an appropriate time. But it's been a lot of fun, and I appreciate you hanging out with me. Sorry, whatever game we were going to do got bumped. But there'll always be other times. If you're in the Discord, keep an eye on the schedule, and you'll see when Legos are scheduled for again. My guess is that I'll put them on the schedule next week on Wednesday night again in the second half, like we just did. But we won't know until Sunday, until I actually sit down and think the schedule all the way through. But yeah, thanks for being here and keeping me company while we had some fun playing with some children's toys. And I hope that you'll join me again. If you want to stay on the line for a moment, I will look around and see if anyone else is live and we can go on a raid. Thanks for the fun stream as always, Frownie. Thanks for being here, Cows. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for being here, Recon. Thanks for keeping us company. Operators are standing by. Yeah, I think this set is going to be awesome when we're done with it. But yeah, we'll put it on hold and we'll try and finish it up next week. All right, I got a stream target in my sights. I'm just trying to get through the ad so that I can see. So I make sure that they're not wrapping up their stream immediately at the moment. Okay. All right. So there we go. We're going to head over to Itarama's stream. Itarama is a streamer I really like. He's very laid back, very chill. He's very into stoicism, and he's playing some retro games. It looked like he's playing a weird Simpsons game that I've never seen before. So we'll drop in and keep him company. One last time, thanks for being here for my stream, my friends. I greatly appreciate you. I hope you'll catch me again. But until then, have a great rest of your day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are.